In this episode of 1 to 1 Million, I'm answering your questions. I'm sharing some of the stuff that happened and one thing that you can do for your friends or even for your students in your martial arts school that they will really, really appreciate and love. People in our Facebook group if they had any questions or anything that they felt that I could help them out with directly. Doug is asking, how do I get the most out of training Wing Chun at home? And how could I get better at teaching it to people who want to learn Wing Chun? And what kind of strength training and stretching exercises can I do to get better at Wing Chun? Okay, let's take it one at a time. How do I get the most out of training Wing Chun at home? The first thing that I can share with you is you need to see this process of studying Wing Chun, acquiring this skill, just like you would any other type of skill. For example, if you were in university, you wouldn't simply just go to class. You would also spend time studying at home. So that's one thing. If you dedicate 1 hour a day in which 20 to 30 minutes you study the courses, and when I say study, I mean you take notes while you're watching the instructional videos, right? Don't just watch them, but also take notes regarding the things that you find relevant. I found that helps a lot. Even today, when I watch videos online and I see something that's worth remembering, I write it down in a journal or in my digital journal. Study like you would for university. Another thing that people don't really do is ask a lot of questions. That's why I've created the online academy, so you can ask questions and you can ask for feedback. When you hit a wall and you don't know what to do, instead of trying to jump over the wall or instead of trying to break the wall, it's much easier to ask somebody, hey, do you know where the door is? I just want to be on the other side of this wall. So the more questions you ask, just like you did here, the easier it will be for you, and you are going to get the most out of your training sessions. How could I get better at teaching it to people who want to learn Wing Chun? Well, you really need to work on your communication skills. I used to make this mistake a lot in the beginning. When I would meet new people, I would talk about Wing Chun, how amazing Wing Chun is, and how it can do this for you, it can do that for you, and so on and so forth. And nobody would come to class. Actually, nobody cares about Wing Chun. People care about their own problems. They care about their own lives. Now, you're probably going to want to write this one down. In order to become a good speaker, you need to be a good listener. In order to be a good speaker, you first need to be a good listener. So if you want people to come to you and ask you to train them and teach them Wing Chun, you really need to get to know the people around you, know their challenges. And if, only if, Wing Chun training will help their particular situation, will help them with their particular challenges, and will make life easier for them, that's when you suggest it, right? That's when you recommend, hey, look, I have this, I'm studying this martial arts system online. I'd love to share it with you. I think it will help you a lot with this because it helped me with a similar situation, or it helped somebody else with a similar situation, and that's how you recommend it. Another great way to teach Wing Chun to people who might want to learn is to become a volunteer. Volunteer your time in orphanages. Go teach people the value of the values of martial arts training, or maybe why not in elderly homes. Go help people with the challenges of being old. Help them with their health, and you will see that you will find the right people will come to you in time. If you volunteer your time to help other people will become interested in you. What you're getting from that experience is that you're becoming better at Wing Chun because you're actually learning what you know when you teach it. So by teaching, you're actually learning what you know. A very important aspect, be very, very honest about your current level, right? Don't tell people that you're a Wing Chun master. I've heard of cases like that where people would go to one seminar and then they would claim that they're that they've been training for years or stuff like that. Don't do that. Be very, very honest with the people around you. Tell them exactly where you are, right? Tell them that you've just started training Wing Chun for a few months. You'd love to share this information with them, and if they want, they can join you on this journey of self-discovery and self-improvement and become an active element in your growth, and that you become an active element in their growth. What kind of strength training and stretching exercises can I do to get better at Wing Chun? I don't usually teach stretching exercises in Wing Chun because we don't really kick high, we prefer lower kicks. I personally don't use a stretching curriculum for my Wing Chun classes. The kind of training that you can do to get a lot more power is wall bag training. You also gain more power by training the wooden dummy. I feel that going to the gym, the actual gym and lifting weights, I feel that's going to go a bit against your training because it will stiffen you up. Paradoxically, you're going to become, your power is going to go down because your speed is going to go down. The more relaxed you are, the more power you can generate. So when we're talking strength in Wing Chun, because it's coming from the whole body, I would say that if you do core exercises that train your core, it will help. Don't focus so much on your shoulders, because if your shoulders become tight, then your power is going to be stifled. Swimming is actually very, very good for your Wing Chun because you're using your whole body. You're training your whole body. Your whole body will become a lot more active, and that's what I would recommend. Now here's my question for you. How do you prefer to learn? Are you more of a visual learner? You need to see a demonstration of what you're trying to learn. Auditory, you need to get the information through your ears so that you integrate it. Or is it by reading? Let me know in the comment section.